Yeah, so this job started last autumn. Had a bit of rot in the coamings. The coamings here were made in two part. So there was a 2x1 going full length, and then this was bolted down onto, or glued down onto the one below. So water had got into here and drawn into the timber and made it go rotten, and had creeped up probably about 5 mil into this next layer. So I got a block and cut everything out, but it was too close to winter at that time and everything started to get wet, so I haven't done anything since. When it was dry, I did manage to get a bit of epoxy underneath to stop moisture drawing up into the higher timber, but it's been busy with work, but now it's time to get back into it. So I've managed to get onto a bit of stringy bark for the job I'm doing at the moment. It's very dense timber and quite waxy and will be extremely rot resistant. So what we've got to do today is take a template of this line that we've done. So there you can see the sweep of the deck. And we have to try and get that. So let's go find a bandsaw, see what damage we can do. Well, we've cut and shaped our piece of timber that's going to go underneath the coamings there. I took the winches off so that I could get a bit more leverage to slide the piece of timber under, and noticed that the part of the plinth for that winch was rotten there, so I took it off and decided I'm going to make a whole new plinth thing for putting the winches on, something a bit sturdier. And while I was doing that, we've noticed that the only thing that's really holding that whole piece on now is 3 bugle screws, which I've just taken the plugs out of. And so I thought, well, if we're gonna, rather than try and fiddle around putting the piece of timber under there, it'd be much easier to just take these bugle screws out and take the whole thing off, take it up to the workshop and do it properly. I'd actually be quite happy to have that open. Tempting to pull the whole lot off, but I'll try and resist the urge. So I'm going to bung up the the bugle screw holes we had before, 3 of them. I've mixed up a bit of epoxy with some wood flour, just some sawdust, and I think I've put a little bit too much in there because it's a bit dry, but I'm sure if I just keep stirring it up a bit. Taking a pipe. Well, we can almost say it's warm at the moment. So under the starboard side, this is all done with Dexiole, probably about 8 or 9 coats on that. And I think what I'll do before I put a piece of timber in here is just varnish along here, which will just give it another added bit of waterproofness. So when I put the stick under there, and then I can Sikaflex it to seal it, and that job will be done. Probably should have cleaned under there first, but never mind.